Finally, we've got episode 66 of the SKIBIDI toilet series. The intrigue left by the author in the previous episodes was off the charts. The tension among the viewers reached its peak when the Titans fell into the trap set by the skibidist scientist. The new episode is no less intriguing and exciting. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. Your support means a lot to me. The episode kicks off with a full-scale battle between the SKIBIDI toilets and the cameraman. Judging by the number of combatants, it's clear that victory in this battle is crucial for both sides. Right from the start, we see new types of weaponry on both sides. I noticed a huge black toilet without a head, with skibidists flying helicopters over it. Perhaps in future episodes they'll reveal what kind of new SKIBIDI toilets these are. Next, we see cameramen firing rockets at their enemies. Suddenly, a new type of cameraman appears in the sky. It's a cameraman helicopter armed with rockets. In the next scene, we witness one of these helicopters taking out many skibidists, but it gets shot down immediately afterward. Right after that, a cameraman, whose perspective we're following, fires a rifle and then takes cover behind a vehicle. He's not alone in his cover. Another cameraman fights alongside him. The other cameraman points at his tablet, and as he picks up his tablet, he sees a notification that G-Man and the SKIBIDI scientist have separated their most powerful allies, two Titans. Most likely, the skibidists sent this message to shake their morale. In the same scene, a green glow behind bars suggests that Dayfug is already here. When the cameramen see the message about the Titans being defeated, they fly into a rage. This rage seems so intense that they lose all sense of fear. The agents immediately drop their rifles and engage in hand. An agent faces off against a skibidist and starts beating him with all his might. Someone from the sidelines hands him a knife, which he uses to finish off the skibidist. Based on the previous episodes, we can easily guess who this is, none other than Dayfug. He has often helped the cameramen and provided them with guidance during their resistance. The agent continues his advance, but a new obstacle suddenly appears before him. Rising from the ashes, a gigantic skibidist starts aiming his rockets at the agent. Just as that happens, a speaker woman and speakerman attack him together. This duo has taken down even tougher enemies, so the agent doesn't waste any time and continues advancing through the skibidist camp. Suddenly, right in front of him, a skibidist helicopter appears, ready to attack. But our cameraman is saved once again. This time, it's a camera woman who takes out all the skibidists around with her dart gun. Our cameraman runs forward and almost reaches the hangar, but in his path appears a spider skibidist. Immediately, a skibidist helicopter, piloted by TV Woman, crashes into it at full speed. It becomes clear that after the devastating defeat of the Titans, all the agents have mobilized their forces and decided to act together. In the next scene, the agent helps Speakerman to his feet. Following him is a red Speakerman who has already dealt with a large skibidist. Just as the agents start feeling safe on the hangar roof, a skibidist with enormous limbs appears. He gleefully aims his lasers at the agents, seemingly ready to eliminate them all at once. Suddenly, at lightning speed, someone destroys his lasers one by one. The skibidist contorts a meme-like face and falls to the ground. I think many have already guessed who took him down. In the next scene, a plungeman approaches the agents. Camera woman shows him 2 thumbs up, and speaker woman applauds him. Only TV Woman looks displeased. She shakes her head as if she doesn't like something. It's possible that she didn't like the way Plungeman appeared so pompously. Next, Plungeman shares a strong handshake with Speakerman. It's worth noting that Speakerman isn't one to exchange pleasantries with just anyone. He rarely shows respect to others. Red Speakerman has often displayed his rough character. Apparently, Plungeman commands a lot of respect among the agents, given the way Speakerman treats him with such reverence. The moment of the reunion of battle comrades is interrupted by a new skibidist invasion. hordes of skibidists emerge from the black mist and immediately attack the agents. There are so many of them that it would be downright foolish to engage in combat. So the agents decide to retreat. TV Woman quickly takes her friends with her and teleports to another location. In the next scene, we see TV Man hypnotizing Plungeman and telling him to leave. In previous episodes, we've seen how TV Man can easily hypnotize skibidists using this ability. Apparently, he somehow learned that Plungeman would continue to fight despite the skibidist's numerical advantage. So TV Man had to hypnotize him. Right after falling under his influence, Plungeman flies away from the battlefield and TV Man teleports along with Speakerman. Our agent remains on the battlefield. It seems that the top priority was to save the strongest agents, but no one intended to leave the regular cameramen behind. Next, we see our cameraman running into a hangar where a large container holds the agents. Next to the container is a giant TV Man. Apparently, this big agent has the ability to teleport large objects. So all the remaining agents gather in the container so that TV Man can teleport them to a safe location. All the agents rush into the container, but one of them doesn't make it. He is intercepted by a hybrid skibidist and gets destroyed. TV Man makes an unsuccessful attempt to blind the hybrid, but it manages to put on glasses that seem to protect it. Immediately after this, the agents teleport. As soon as the container doors open, we see an agent base in front of us. TV Man gestures to the agents that they can exit the container. I should mention a few words about the place where the agents ended up. This base doesn't resemble anything we've seen before. I highly doubt that humans could have built it. We see all the main characters looking at this mysterious place with confusion. Apparently, they're also here for the first time. Then TV Man scientist approaches our agent and tells him that everything will stay between them. At that moment, we see the same effect that appears during TV Man's hypnosis. Apparently, TV Man scientist hypnotized our agent, and no one except the main characters will learn about this secret base. Then, in the distance, we see some movement. Soon, a bright white light appears, accompanied by an indistinct phrase. But if you play that phrase backward, you'll hear that it actually said, "Release me." Whatever is behind that wall is something enormous. I suppose it might be the TV Man Titan, whom we haven't seen in a long time. Perhaps all this time, he has been at this secret base, where he was enhanced with new technologies. If that's the case, I can't wait to see how he has transformed, what abilities he has gained, and how he will stand against the skibidists. It's worth mentioning that by the looks of the TV men, it's clear that they're not particularly thrilled about unexpected guests. What they're doing here was supposed to remain a secret. Moving the agents here was probably a necessity. This base and everything happening on it is so secretive that the TV Man scientist had to even hypnotize the agent to ensure he wouldn't tell anyone about what he saw. Also worth noting is the unusual appearance of the TV Man scientist. From his television screen, it's evident that he's one of the oldest representatives of his kind. His television screen even has an antenna, which is characteristic of older televisions. Either way, this episode leaves us with a lot of questions. I'll do my best to delve into the finer details and share fresh information with you. So be sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss out on new videos.